One of the best examples of a MOOC, massively open online course, is the Khan Academy. And so here's the website for the Khan Academy. You can go and explore it yourself if you'd like to, but I just wanted to give you a quick overview. You can see that their library is pretty extensive, and all these different areas have tutorials which function like little mini courses online. They're free, and you just take a pre-test for each one and see where you're at, and then they help you through. There are tutorials, there's a way to ask questions, there is help and support at every step of the way. So if you don't know something, there's a way for you to watch a video where somebody teaches it to you. We're just going to explore this very briefly so you can get the idea, but again, I encourage you to take advantage of these kinds of free resources. You'll never find one that's better than Khan Academy, in my opinion, though. And again, it's totally free. The user can determine where they're at and how much help they need by taking a simple pretest. Here's a math pretest for third grade math. And you simply go through and answer the questions, and it's interactive, so I have to slide this up to where 15 would be on the number line and scroll over here and submit my answer. If I simply don't know, I just say I haven't learned this yet, and then they'll be sure to include it in items that I study so that I can learn it. So I'm going to hit submit answer. You simply go through and keep on answering all the questions, and then it builds for you what math areas you really need to study. Then the user gets the results of their pretest, and it shows what areas they were proficient in. The dark blue means mastery, and the light blue means that you need more help in that. As you see these little rectangles blinking on and off along the right, then it's telling me that in these light blue areas I need more help. I was really good at multiplying one-digit numbers though, and I was okay on the number line. So it's going to build now what kinds of things that I should study for math. Now they've outlined the things that I need based on my pretest, what I need to study. So let's just take a quick look at them. It says over here, you've unlocked your task. Each one will give you points earned. So you have a way of seeing what your progress is. Okay. Here's the heart of the matter. What fraction of the bar is shaded red? Okay, I can either go ahead and answer and check my answer, or I can hit show me how, or if I'm stuck, I can watch a video. And the video is going to help me through the skill set that I need to be able to answer this question, so that there is help available at every step of the way. So you're just working by yourself on the computer, and so there's no need to feel like, well, I'm not doing a good job, or people in the class are going to know that I didn't get this. So it's a great way for students to get help. There are all kinds of subjects available. We're just looking at third grade math, but as you explore the website, you'll see that there are all kinds of areas available. We'll just look at math. So they're all different grade levels on up to things that you probably would need for Pensacola State College as far as math goes. Same thing with science. If you look at something like biology, if you're not that great at understanding science concepts, then you can go through some of these lectures. Here's one. Let's just look at cell and cell division. And you just go through and watch and do whatever it is that they prescribe for you. So here's an explanation. It's going to be a video, and then you're going to go on and do other things. There may be more videos to watch, and eventually there may be some sort of an exercise that you need to do. But you can find somebody that's going to explain things slowly and completely to you, and it's all free so that you can understand it. Plus, the beauty with a video is as you go through it, that you can pause it. So when it gets to a point where you're not sure, you can simply pause, or you can rewind and you can watch it again. And you can't really do that while the teacher is explaining and drawing things on the board in biology class, because you're trying so hard to take all the notes down and draw the diagrams. And so sometimes you just need that second repeat, that second iteration, and in some cases maybe it's the third or the fourth, or you get all parts but one. And again, you can ask questions. So there's a way for you to ask a question. Here are all the questions that students have asked. You might even find your question already asked and answered here. Somebody at the Khan Academy will answer this question and help the person. A great free way for you to improve your skills, to get help, to get extra help at your own convenience and in your, the comfort of your home. I was one of those students that really hated to ask questions in class. I didn't want everyone to turn and look at me. I didn't want the instructor to think that I didn't know anything or I hadn't read the chapter, which was usually the case. And so something like this would have been good for me, because I could have been actually prepared before I went to class. If I watched this on the endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi bodies before the instructor covered it in class with me, then I probably would have understood it much better. Anyway, this is what a MOOC is, and so I thought I would demonstrate. And again, I encourage you to use these. Khan Academy is the very, very best that I've ever seen. Sal Khan is a person who was not a teacher. He was an investment banker. He had relatives back in India who were struggling with their homework. I think it was his sister's children. And she emailed him and said she was at her wit's end and couldn't find a way to help her daughters excel in whatever it was they were trying to study. Both parents worked, and so you know how that goes. Everybody's kind of busy and tired at the end of the day. And so he started emailing back and forth with these two girls and asking them what they were studying, and he started making these videos and posting them online. Their grades improved. They weren't frustrated. They started having their friends over to watch their uncle's videos, and it grew from there. And so this guy's idea was that he felt like he was successful in his life. He had enough money. He wanted to make sure that everybody else got the kind of education that he got that allowed him to succeed so well. And so he decided to make all of this free, and it has grown exponentially.